Many places in the Fens end in EY or EA, Whittlesea, Thorney, Stoney, Maney, etc. This is Anglo-Saxon for Ireland. These low rises above the Fletton floor are survivors of a million years of erosion of the soft underlying bedrock, later being capped by glacial deposits. So we're continuing where we left off and making our way to Yaxley. So we're actually walking into the basin that was actually once Whittlesea Mere. Before the 19th century drainage, the basin to the south of the Yaxley Stanground ridge was dominated by this huge freshwater Fenland Mere that formed circa 2,000 years ago and became famous for its unpredictable weather and dramatic seasonal changes. We now make our way over to the warehouses. The earliest evidence of human activity along the fen edge in this vicinity comes from the finding of a bronze-socketed axe in Yaxley Fen and 3 wooden dugout canoes. Finds of pottery and ornaments of Romo-British manufacturers point to the existence of a small Roman fen edge village built on wattle and wall. Yaxley Fen was included in the Earl of Bedford's great drainage scheme undertaken in the reign of Charles I in the 17th century, whilst other parts of the fen to the south of Yaxley were not embayed and drained until the 19th century. Under the Private Act of Parliament 1830. The railway that we're just going under is the main East Coast main line, which was once part of the Great Northern Railway. Yaxley's location in the southern periphery of Peterborough's brickfields makes it natural that the brick should be prominent building material in this village. Now we're coming out into Yaxley now, Mere View. So, past great roads, straight across the crossroads. And into Main Street. The village originally became established along Main Street, running parallel to the edge of the fen, and developed as a farming community. We're now going past the Dug and Drake. I think there's a lane coming up here. This property here is the old customs house. Well, when I say customs house, this is believed to be some to have been the customs house. The original watercourse flowed from the Lude around the building and ran parallel to Main Street. The house was accessible by a footbridge until the Nene Cut was filled in the 1950s. What are you doing? The drain that we're about to cross is Yaxley Load, which dates from when Whittlesea Mere was drained. Historically, the Fenland waterways have been used for carriage of heavy goods. Streams and canals served the market of Ramsey, whilst there were landing stages at Yaxley Home and Great Railway. Yaxley Load is a tributary to River Nene, and it headed eastwards across Yaxley Common Fen into Chunder Mere and then into Whittlesea Mere. At the time of the Domesday Survey in 1086, Yaxley was recorded in the Northern Cross Hundred, which contained those parishes in the most northerly sections of Huntingdonshire. It was given charter for a market in 1201, and the parish was one of the most important possessions of the Benedictine monastery of Thorney, developing into a small market town of which the abbot was lord. The manor of Yaxley formed one of the chief and earliest endorsements of Thorney Abbey. I think we follow this now all the way to Main Street. Lane and turn left. We're back in Main Street. We continue along here to Church Street. Past the Horseshoe. Lovely building there, and you can see the Phillips Southern ales, wines and spirits. Yaxley Fire Station. bakery. I know that because I can read. Right, we cross here, fella. Hang on. Wait. Good boy. We just see the church spire there, our finishing point. Just here outside number 24 Church Street. You've got 3 mountain blocks. Just here, look. This was used by the Earl of Crayford's bailiff when undertaking manorial business on horseback. The land rises quite sharply to the north of the Fen edge, and Yaxley Parish Church is located on the western tip of the village, 50 foot above the level of Main Street. Although the walk finishes at the church, there are a couple of other places, all within a matter of minutes, that you may find interesting. Pound Lane, the site of manorial pound, as its name suggests. Pound Lane is the site of actually pinfold or animal pens. You've got Yaxley Stone Mill. The mill stone from Yaxley Stone Mill is believed now to be situated in the wall of the left-hand side at Craig's Fork Close, a 15th century landmark and one-time lighthouse to Whittlesea Mere. There is a rhyme that says Yaxley Stone Mill, Fletton Round Hill, Whittlesea Mere are the 3 wonders of Huntingdonshire. Now, I'm not allowed to give the location of these away. These boulders were quarried from Barnet Hills and Holes near Stanford, and were taken from the bed of Whittlesea Mere after drainage in 1851, and are believed to be from a vessel crossing the mere en route to either Ramsey or Saltrey Abbey. Another 4 stones are located at Engine Farm at the Great Fen, so I've actually done the last of the Mere's trail, the Great Fen. I'll put a link in the description for that. And right there at the end of the road, you can see the cemetery. There's going to be a few more videos coming up in the next couple of weeks about St Mary's Church, Crown Lakes. The option if we didn't continue straight on when we reach Farcet.